It's really got to be drilled.
He's got him on his back.
We talked about a little
Lightning fast.
All right, I had somebody request, a friend request for me to look at this go behind that Cody Brewer was doing in 2015. All these clips are from the 2015 NCAA tournament, and if you haven't watched those matches from Brewer, you definitely should. It was an insane run by him that year. But we're going to take a look at this go behind. So first things first, defends the attack, right? Skips his feet back now. We're going to see right after he feels like he's defended well enough, he's immediately going to skip his feet toward the side he's attacking. It's pretty standard. And this is what I thought, this arm right here is what I thought was a standard like knuckle block go behind. But what it really starts looking like, and not as much in this clip, but in some of the later ones, we'll see this arm almost go palm up, almost control like a high Russian tie or 2-on-1 for his go behind. But this clip was really more to focus on his feet, where he defends and then jumps back to that angle. So we'll see him defend and then quick hop to that side to start looking for his go behind. Here's the next clip. Again, defends, hops to that side, and here we're going to start to see where he almost goes like palm up control as opposed to back of the hand block. Guy attacks, gets his feet back. As always, pretty good to do on defense. And then he's going to start hopping for that angle, and we can already see here how he's almost going to hand replace. All right, so he defends. This arm could look whizzer if the guy gets to his legs, things like that, shin whizzer, whatever. But as he hops, we're going to see it get replaced by this bottom hand, and again, it's palm up. And right here, it looks for his armpit, but as the opponent starts to square, it slides closer to their elbow, and it's got a little more of control pushing that arm across so they can't get their elbow back and in the way. And then he looks for anchor point or hip or whatever kind of go behind things here, and actually the way he squares up kind of knocks him off balance. And we can still see how if this was just a normal knuckle block where he didn't have any control of the guy's arm necessarily, he probably could have squared up pretty quick. But we can see here how much control he's got over it just by the extension the opponent's arm has. And there you can see the control still. As he starts to go behind, now the guy starts to get his elbow back a little bit, but ends up getting the score. Here's another instance. Guy attacks, defends, starts hustling, and here he starts to transition to some other options where his head slips underneath and he ends up kind of sucker dragging out of there. Guy attacks, defends, and then immediately hop into that angle. Kind of points his hip in here, get a little bit of pressure on that arm, and we see his left hand right there. That's his thumb. So he's thumb down, which means he's palm up. Gets behind above the elbow. Makes it really hard for the opponent to get their arm back in between. Here he's kind of far, so he looks to attack leg. It's a fine option. As they square, kind of loses the position as he drops down. Still palm up here as they continue to wrestle. He ends up in a front headlock and changes to more of a drag out option, but still same initial go behind attempt. Oh, wait a minute. His hand's still behind. Am I crazy? It just looks like a drag out motion. I'm pretty sure, it's hard to tell. Just the way his hand might still be kind of behind the guy's arm. Hang on. Let's see if I can catch any more of it. Oh, he's definitely in front, because that's the opponent's arm. Yeah, it's just a normal drag after his knuckle block. Ends up in front headlock. Here's the clip that started it, that he asked about, and it's just buttery smooth in this clip. It's so nice. See the guy attack again, takes his legs away, palm up, transitions right into the leg as the guy wrestles up. So nice. So nice. So again, defends. Once the guy's hand is off, we can already start to see that backside hand. Sneak around, palm up, check the footwork again. Yep, just a hop to the angle like he's shooting a single leg basically. Backside hand, palm up. And then as the guy wrestles up, there's not really any need for this control. He's almost basically behind him. Drops into that leg. And a pretty nice cutback like finish here. Another one, just a little bit of variation on where he ends up. Goes from shin whizzer into that kind of 2-on-1 go behind, and then ends up on the leg and kind of mid-lifted here. I didn't put the whole clip in because I'm not focused on the finish really. Again, defends, drops in the shin whizzer. Guy got in deep, squares it up, and again it's a hop to that angle. Let's see if we can find his hand in here. Yep. Right in here you can see his hand as he transitions into the leg. Right, you can just tell by the way the opponent's arm flies out this direction that he's definitely got to have pressure across with his arm. And then drops in the leg and ends up into a mid-lift position. This is one where he ends up not scoring. He ends up kind of missing. And then it's a real easy reset back to his feet for the most part. Again, hops his feet away, defends. Here we see that hand replace, and we can tell how much he's actually pushing that arm across by the way the opponent's hands moved over there. Looks to transition to hip. A little early, I think. Doesn't give him an opportunity. Plus the opponent's pushing away, creating some space.